recent study has shown that whales are consuming millions of particles of microplastic pollution a day. The central estimate for blue whales was 10 centimeter pieces a day, meaning more than 1 billion pieces could be ingested over just a 3 to 4 month feeding season. The data was collected in the coastal waters of California, but scientists have said other parts of the world were more polluted. Huge amounts of plastic waste are dumped in the environment, and microplastics have polluted the entire planet, from the summit of Mount Everest to the deepest oceans. At least 1,500 wild species have been reported to ingest plastic. People consume tiny particles via food and water, as well as breathing them in. Microplastics were revealed to be present in human blood in March. There can be no more hiding and no more denying. Global heating is supercharging extreme weather at an astonishing speed. So we cannot sit hand in hand waiting for someone else to do the work. We all can do our part, and there are a lot of things we can do to not contribute to waste and to prevent the acceleration of global warming.
There is still hope, and the best thing is that most of the solutions are very easy and cost little to nothing, and in a lot of cases even save you money. Some ways to reduce your waste. The first one, right, is to stop buying stuff. Oftentimes we store stuff and then we forget about it. Out of sight, out of mind. And when we need something, it's likely we're either pressed for time or whatever it is. With a few clicks, we're ordering things off of Amazon. Another issue with that is, right, more packaging. And all of that plastic goes to the landfill. Instead, if we have an inventory or maybe, a system where we record things, it's helpful. But using things that we forgot we had or repurposing things is a great way to not buy additional things, and it's just more accumulation. The other thing is, if you must buy things, maybe check your local businesses for something like a farmer's market. There are even stores that allow users, in fact, it doesn't even have to be a special grocery store. Even Whole Foods has the option to allow buyers to buy in bulk. You can even bring your own containers and buy as much as you need. This way, you're not, again, contributing to buying more packet stuff, more waste in terms of plastic and packaging. The second thing is avoid food wrapped in plastic. If you're familiar with Trader Joe's in the United States, Trader Joe's historically has been notorious about wrapping fruits and vegetables in plastic and using styrofoam plates and things like that. All of that is single-use plastic that ends up in the landfill. Bringing your own bag, bringing your own water bottle. In fact, a lot of coffee shops also allow their customers to bring their own coffee mugs, and they'll fill them or provide their beverages in those cups instead of, once again, using single-use plastics or material that may not be properly recycled or repurposed. Then the other thing is perhaps buying from thrift stores. You will be surprised what amazing stuff thrift stores such as Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange, again primarily in the United States, California, have. Poshmark. These days there are a lot of apps, not even just physical stores, that you can buy amazingly gently worn brand name clothing instead of having to buy brand new clothing. One other culprit to waste that most of us may know but may not be front and center of our minds is tea bags. Most of these tea bags have foil inside, which means they cannot be recycled. So once again, where do they end up? Exactly, landfills. So an alternative option to that is drinking loose leaf tea, or using material where you know for sure that the tea bags, the tea covers or the sleeves, the packaging, everything is either fully made from recycled materials and can be either recycled or composted. Speaking of compost, many people just throw their food waste into trash. Did you know that a lot of cities have provisions for you to properly discard your compost? And even if not all cities accept compost waste, you can repurpose that compost. Maybe if you have a backyard or if you have plants, compost forms great nutrition and fertilizers for your plants. You could even donate it to your community garden. So check out those options and just look into how you can compost your food waste. Lastly, taking it a step further, the food we eat. Where does the food come from, and what is the environmental impact of the food we eat? Just being mindful is the first step, and then seeing how you can take a better approach to eating foods that are not a burden on the earth and also allow you to enjoy the foods you love and live a healthier lifestyle. There are a lot more things we can do in addition to what I just shared. For example, instead of driving to places, maybe thinking about if you could carpool, maybe take public transportation, walking or biking. So there are a lot of different options here: driving a more environmental friendly car, eating less meat, and so on and so forth.
I hope you found this information useful. It may seem bleak or pessimistic, but the truth is that there are actually a lot of things, like I shared, that we all can do, which is very easy and within our reach. This way, not only do we get to enjoy this beautiful planet, so do other sentient beings that share the planet with us. And it goes even a step further, where the future generations will get to enjoy a healthy, happy, and a very diverse and rich planet. Thanks for watching.